And he throws his hand away, and I don't blame him. But how did Mike Sherry know to raise right there all in?
Mike proudly shows the audience.
Can I see the cards too, or it's just for his right?
Mike is mucking the hand before he shows it.
Can you hold on, please?
Ace of spades.
Ace of spades.
Whoa, and Mike tells a little fib there.
Boy, his nose is going to grow. Liar, liar, pants on fire. There are thousands of reasons to love Club WPT and become a VIP member. Play for a share of $100,000 in cash and prizes every month.
That's right. Get in the game at clubwpt.com and never lose a dime playing poker. Guaranteed.
LA is a huge city for poker. Like we're in the biggest poker room in the world.
I love being here at the Commerce.
This is where it all began, literally. The main course was served at Commerce Casino 12 years ago. With two aces against Mr. Vinny Vin, that's right.
Look at this, Antonio stands up and shows the two aces. He's got the goods, folks.
This is kind of like where I started working on my game and getting better. So it's cool. I like coming here. I get like the goosebumps sometimes.
We are back at the Commerce Casino for the LAPC. Heads up action. Dietrich Fast with 10.8. Mike Sherriati, 4.6.
Yeah, Mike's on the comeback trail right now. Looking to capture his second WPT title this season.
And he's at 20,000 blind, 60, 120. Mike with a king 5 of spades. Moves it up to 260 to go.
Yeah, Dietrich going to call him with an 8-3 here.
Flop is an ace 10-9, 2 spades.
Dietrich checks.
Mike with a big 4 flush.
Got the nut flush draw here. He is going to bet.
325. Dietrich with none of that. Gonna get a little crazy on us.
With an 8 high.
I'm all in.
875, but a quick all-in by Mike.
Announces all in.
Well, that's going to do it for Dietrich.
Well, that is champion's blood right there. Mike Sherriati, quick move, gets Dietrich out. He'll be the first player to ever win both LA events.
Vince, how about winning the first 2 WPT events you ever played in? He can do that too.
He would be the king of LA poker.
Dietrich Fast used to own a pizzeria in Germany.
We're the kind of guys that we should have a pizzeria. Mike and Vinny's. I'm going to say it's Mike and Vinny's.
Mike and Vinny.
I'm your sidekick.
Let's do it.
We would have a great
Start a
pizzeria.
pizza shop. We can do it.
All right. I want to buy you out already.
Okay. I'll take it.
The blinds moving up once again. $25,000 ante. Blinds are 1 and 200. And look at this hand.
I'm all in.
Whoa! Dietrich has raised. Mike's going all in with ace 8 of diamonds.
Tough decision for Dietrich here. Going to cost him another $4.4 million to make this call. If he plays this pot and loses it, Mike would have like a 2-to-1 chip lead over him. You're thinking, wow, do I really have the best hand here? Maybe he's got 2 sevens, 2 8s while we're racing. That might be okay. He could also easily be dominated, Vince, up against ace jack, ace queen in this spot.
I call.
Oh, he's going to make the right call.
Wow, he has done it.
They turn it up.
Any 8 is good.
Well, what a call by Dietrich. He's out in front. If it holds, he'll be our champion.
And the flop is an ace jack 4, so they both hit aces. And of course, Dietrich with his kicker out in front with a 9.
Mike's going to have to catch an 8 to win the pot.
Jack, you can't lose.
8.
He could split it if 2 big cards came up or if the board paired 4s. But right now, he's up against it.
10 card. Can it be? It's an 8!
An 8 on the turn. Unbelievable. Now Dietrich must catch a jack or a 9 to win this pot right here, right now.
What keeps me vital? Time to reflect is vital. Breath is vital. Beyond that, it's vital proteins. Every moment is vital because you are vital.
Tens of thousands of dollars worth of bugs were stolen from a bug museum. In my experience, it's usually an inside job.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. They're dropping 12 new subs for their all-new Subway Series menu.
You've never seen subs like this before, Chuck. Meteoric meatiness and Chowtown cheesiness.
Let's go to our panel for more appetizing analysis.
The new Monsters Bacon has consummate, craveable crispiness.
The new boss is a perfect 10.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Gronk, thank you for nothing.
The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
I cannot believe what I'm seeing. River cart coming up.
Well, Alice calling for a jack for his buddy.
Jack! Dietrich has done it! Congratulations to both of these guys. What a battle vet.
Whoa! What a finish! Cannot believe this. And right now, Matt Savage over to talk to Mike Sherriati. See how he feels about this tournament.
Mike, so close, an exciting final hand, but you are the WPT Hublot Player of the Year leader right now. How does it feel?
It feels great, so I'm happy. I mean, it would be great if I could win my second consecutive WPT, but I'm happy. Thank you.
Well, congratulations on the great score.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, over to you.
Let's talk to the winner of the LA Poker Classic from Vienna, Austria, Dietrich Faust. Dietrich, congratulations on your win. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
I feel awesome. It's my biggest cash in the career, so it's overwhelming. It's a sick and a great accomplishment.
In addition to over $1 million in cash that you're going to win, you also get a beautiful customized 24K set of Monster headphones, a wonderful Hublot watch to commemorate your victory, your name engraved on the WPT Champions Cup. You also get an entry into the season-ending WPT Tournament of Champions, where you have a chance to win a lot more money and a lot more prizes. And one more time, let's hear it for our champion, Dietrich Faust. Lynn, back to you.
What an amazing performance by Dietrich Faust, the season 14 LAPC champion. For Mike Sexton, Vince Van Patten, Tony Dunst, Matt Savage, the Royal Flush Girls, and everyone at the World Poker Tour, I'm Lynn Gilmartin. See you next time on the WPT.
Let me tell you, that call he made with the jacks, that was money. I don't understand what this is for here. The World Poker Tour is sponsored by ClubWPT.com. Never lose a dime playing poker, guaranteed.
The Bay 101 Shooting Star continues right now.
Feel like $1 million.
Has an easy last name to come up with chance for, so... Tonight, the stars align once again in Northern California for continuing coverage of the Bay 101 Shooting Star. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the World Poker Tour. I'm Lynn Gilmartin. The Bay 101 Shooting Star has always proven to be a stellar event, and this season is no different. Joining me tonight to call the action are two of the brightest stars in poker, Mike Sexton and Vince Van Patten.
Well, Lynn, we have seen incredible action at this final table so far, no doubt about it. But it's been a one-man show. Adam Geyer is the man so far at this final table. He came in with just $2 million in chips. He now has $7.6 million. He has dominated the final table. The question is, can he keep it going and take down his first WPT title?
It's going to be interesting, but you know what? These guys are gambling at this Bay 101 tonight. Absolutely, but the one that's shocking that gambled the most was Maria Ho. But she has been chopped in half. She is running colder than the mashed potatoes at summer camp. Can she come back? We'll see.
Thanks, guys. And with the nearly $1.3 million first place prize still up for grabs, we are sure to see some fireworks here tonight. So let's check the standings and get back to the game.
There you see the chip count brought to you by ClubWPT.com. Adam Geyer out front, $7.6 million. That's what they're playing for. The winner tonight, taking home nearly $1.3 million.
All right, Andes are going to start at 10,000. Bronze are 40 at 80. Here we go at the Bay 101 Shooting Star. Action on. the very lovely Maria Ho, and she's going to quickly fold an ace-9.
Let me add, she's the last remaining shooting star in this tournament.
Bunch of folds. Brian Pacholi from Vegas on the short stack, won't play, and now...
Well, the man of the night so far, Adam Geyer, is the chip leader. And just has a 9-6 offsuit, but he is going to call here.
The German Stefan Schilhabel with queen 3, not going to raise, and we are going to the flop. Flop is ace queen 5.
Well, these are the two chip leaders here. Adam checks, Stefan checks 2 queens. And now a deuce comes off.
Adam with zip and pip, absolutely nothing. Not going to take a play here. Checks it. And Stefan also checking.
Board pairs deuces on the river. Now Adam's got to realize that the only way he could possibly win the pot is to bet at it. Is it too late to do so and get away with it? That's the question.
Well, because of the soft play by Stefan, he is going to take a stab. He makes a bet of 125. And the German with queens will make the insta call.
Easy call with 2 queens here. Stefan going to take down this pot.
Stefan Schilhabel, living in Brighton, England right now. He's 29 years old. Learned to play poker with friends in Germany.
Yeah, he's been playing for 8 years. It's his second WPT cash, his first final table.
On to the next hand. Angelco, who lives in Miami right now, has a jack-8. He'll quickly fold that. Griffin Paul from L.A. goes out. Brian taking a rest.
Back to Adam. He's got a jack-8 on the button. Just calls. Stefan with the garbage 9-4 offsuit. Now, Vince, I'm surprised he's calling here, as tight as he's played all night long. But he is calling, and Maria looks down at a 9-5 offsuit, happy to get a free flop, so we're going to have 3-way action here going to the flop.
Yep, 3 junk hands up against each other.
All in, damn it.
And the flop is a king 9-5, 2 pair for Maria Ho.
Stefan checks his 2 9s. Maria checks 2 pair. She's hoping Adam's going to bluff at the pot. That doesn't happen. He checks also. Now an ace comes off. And because nobody raised before the flop, you're not really going to put anybody on an ace here.
Stefan checks it, and Maria...
She's going to bet on the turn here to try to get some value out of this hand. Doesn't want to get checked in all the way to the river.
Got to stick out 165.
Adam is out. Now will Stefan call her with 2 9s? Probably she didn't bet the flop. You don't put her on a king. She didn't re-raise before the flop out of the big blind, so you're not really going to put her on an ace. Might call with the 2 9s here, Vince. He's drawing dead.
Maria's been very aggressive tonight so far, but hasn't worked out too well. But finally, she's going to pick up the hand with a junk hand, 9-5. Crowd loves it. Well respected, entertaining Maria Ho.
Well, one of the most beloved people in the poker world, Vince. Not only a good player, but what she does for poker charity tournaments, attend so many of them. Just a great asset for the poker world, Maria Ho.
Into the next hand, on the money pit, couple folds, around to Adam Geyer, and Adam has picked up the best hand in poker before the flop. Pair of aces. Gotta love it. Makes it 175 to go. Now right behind him, Stefan with a little pair of 3s.
This guy's been so conservative all night long, and now all of a sudden he's going to 3-bet the one time his opponent's got 2 aces. With his 2 little 3s here, at least it looks like he's going to. Indeed he does. 460,000 to bet.
Yep. Oh no, wow. Maria Ho sucked in with ace, king, big slick. A tremendous hand as well.
All in.
She's got a shove.
Yeah, you can't blame her for going all in here, Vince. You have to do it with this hand.
Of course.
How much?
And Adam,
he asked how much, Vince, like he cares how much it is. He's got 2 aces, but the reason he's asking is he's trying to get Stefan, who 3-bet behind him, to come into this pot as well. He knows he's going to play with Maria, but It's Stefan he's trying to lure in here.
Yep. Acting jobs allowed.
Call.
He's just calling. Stefan doesn't bite. He lays his hand down. And poor Maria up against it here. Ace King versus two aces. That's the one hand you just can't stand to see if you have Ace King. What a horrible night for Maria so far. Can she possibly get lucky to stay alive, Vince? Adam Geyer running so well, it's unbelievable.
Two giant hands up against each other. Maria now, long shot to win this. 5 cards to come. Here we go, Mike. Oh, and the flop is a 9-5-4. Uneventful for Maria Ho.
It's got to come king for Maria to win the pot. Becomes deuce 3, they would split the pot. And I'm certain Maria would love to do just that.
Yeah, just a bad flop. Here we go to the turn.
Yeah, she could be drawn dead after this card.
And it's a 6.
6 of clubs comes off, so that's going to do it for Maria Ho. Vince, you got to hand it to her. She didn't come to this final table looking to move up. She came to win. Unfortunately, the card didn't fall away, nor did anything else. Maria Ho out in 6th place.
That's right. She's the last bounty. She is gone. Going to take home $179,000.
Well, she's signing the bounty right now, Vince, as you can see. Adam's going to collect $2,500 in cash. He'll go along with that huge pot, but he's got his eyes set right now on the $1.3 million that goes to the champion.
The great Maria Ho out right now. Let's go talk to Maria.
Maria, obviously a tough night tonight. It didn't go your way. Does it make it any easier that you have your family here?
Yeah, for sure. I have so many people that flew in just to come watch this. I wish I could have put on a little better of a show for them, but honestly, I just got cooler today, so there's nothing you could do about that.
Well, 5 players left. Adam Geyer, the nice chip leader now with $9.6 million. Vince, he's had aces twice. Both times Maria had big hands. Once she had 2 jacks against him. The other time the ace king of hearts. They cost her.
Yeah, unfortunate for her. She's gone. We are down to 5. Action on Brian Piccioli. He's on the short stack at this point. He will fold the hand.
Adam going out as well. Stefan has an 8-7 offsuit, but he is going to raise it to $180,000.
Wow, Angelico has a pair of aces this time.
Well, just incredible how many times we're seeing aces here.
Angelico re-raises.
What an exciting moment. Has to be for Angelico. He's going to raise to 500. Griffin Paul folds his hand, so back on Stefan.
And he's going to get out as well. So Angelico Andrejevic taking down that pot.
The season 14 Hublot WPT Player of the Year race is approaching its final lap. And currently it is season 14 Legends of Poker champion and LAPC runner-up Mike Shariati sitting in the top spot on the leaderboard. But close on his heels is Angelko Andrejevic, who could jump into the point lead with a victory here at Bay 101 tonight. We'll let you know how this race finishes, but now action is starting back up, so let's get down to the game.
Well, as mentioned, Angelico in the hunt to take the lead in the WPT Player of the Year race. This is the 3rd time this season the guy's finished in the top 7. That is pretty impressive.
All right, back down to the money pit. Now Stefan with Jack 10.
Well, he's going to raise it to $175,000.
Into Angelico. Look at Angelico's got ace king this time. Back to back, gigantic hands. And he likes his hand, of course. Makes it $475 to go. And now Griffin Paul releases that into Brian. And Brian, oh, amazing. 3 times in a row, aces have come up.
Unbelievable. Well, Brian Piccioli on the short stack here. Certainly is going to ship it here with 2 aces.
All in.
Piccioli finally, yeah, he's going to push all in with it. Insta call by Angelico.
Well, incredibly, we just saw Maria Ho go out when she had ace king of hearts up against Adam Geyer's 2 aces, and now Brian's got the aces, and Angelico with the ace king.
Can the aces break another player with 5 cards to come?
To make things worse for Angelco, he's got the king of diamonds, and as you can see, Brian with the ace of diamonds, so he can't make a flush in diamonds.
Oh boy.
Hey, caught a king on the flop.
It did. King Jack 9 on the flop.
So if it comes queen 10, they would split the pot. If another king comes out there, Angelco will win the pot.
Brian will be gone.
Most likely.
Here we go to the turn. Let's see if anything crazy happens. Not there. 6 of diamonds.
Only way Angelco can win the pot is to make 3 kings. Otherwise, Brian is going to double up.
Yes, a complete reversal of fortune. If that should happen, down to the river we go.
Let's hope you're not Matt Salzberg.
I'm better. There you go.
And the river card.
Let's take a look.
And the 3 comes off. So Brian is going to double up, much to the delight of his fans. So the 26-year-old from New York, now living in Las Vegas, been playing poker for 10 years.
I know.
It's his 4th WPT cash, his first final table, but he is right in the thick of things. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Hublot, the official watch of the World Poker Tour.
Tomorrow's showtime. So we're all going to be on top of our game.
This is the greatest con I've ever even heard of.
Get in. Ready?
Tens of thousands of dollars worth of bugs were stolen from a bug museum.
In my experience, it's usually an inside job.
What you did dishonors all cops.
You got a stink on you that won't wash off.
It's the only chance to clear my name.
James Jordan was the father of Michael Jordan, and on his 57th birthday, he was an unidentified dead man.
It couldn't have happened as described.
It's finally time that someone tells the truth.
Bay11 Casino is really a poker-first casino. There's nowhere else that you could run a satellite months in advance of the tournament and get 200-300 players to come in, put down their money, and try and win a seat to the shooting star. It's such a rush for a lot of the locals that come in here. You know, when a local player goes deep at this final table, we have the most raucous audience of any place in the world. You can look back at how great the final tables have been when we have a local player like Danny win. It was just electric in this building. When the 7 came on the river, the whole place erupted like an earthquake. We're not the biggest casino, but Bay11 satellite program is the best in the world.
Well, Vince, I'd agree with Matt, and I don't think anywhere the World Poker Tour goes that the locals want to get into the WPT Championship event more than they do here at the Bay101. They run satellites months in advance of this tournament.
Well, it's great excitement, no doubt about it. Right now, 5 players competing. Adam Geyer out in front with 9.6 million in chips, but action's on Stefan, and he quickly folds his hand. Angelco now with a King 6, won't play.
Over to Griffin Paul, going for his 2nd WPT title tonight. He is out.
And now the short stack, Brian Piccioli with ace 5 of spades.
And he's up against a chip leader in the big blind, but I am shocked that he didn't raise with this hand pre-flop, but he just limped in and called.
Yep, he lets Geyer get in with a Queen 3.
Yep, going to give Adam a free flop here.
So ace 5 versus Queen 3.
And flop is ace 10-9. Now what do you do with aces? He didn't raise before the flop. Do you bet the flop? Well, Brian says yes. 105,000. Adam with none of that. Going to give it up. So Brian does take down the pot.
He is 26 years old, lives in Vegas, learned how to play poker in college. He dropped out soon after to play poker. He loves electronic dance music, started DJing.
Very competitive. His dad was a high school tennis coach. In fact, his dad's played No Limit Hold'em for more than 20 years himself.
Pretty impressive. Okay, on to the next hand. A quick fold, and now Griffin Paul from Los Angeles with a pair of sevens.
Yeah, picks up the 2 walking sticks. He's going to raise it to 200,000.
Brian Hope.
Brian out. Our chip leader Adam with a nothing hand, so he won't play. And now Stefan with a jack 6.
How much do you play? 2.7. Thank you.
With this junk hand, the guy's played so conservative all night long. But he does lay it down. So Griffin Paul taking down that pot. Much to the delight of his friends and family. We're some of the greatest supporters we've seen on the WPT events. We saw that when he won his last title.
Poker is a game that's always going to change, and you can never be too comfortable. You always have to improve. I never dreamed I could have won $1 million playing poker in one tournament, but it happened.
He's done it! There, then let the celebration begin for Griffin Paul. He is our champion.
It was amazing winning with my family there. They're just the most supportive and loving family you could have. So I'm very excited to have them back tonight. Winning a second WPT would be just outrageous.
I mean, there's Griffin's father on the left. You know that I used to play poker with him when I was 15 years old.
Wow.
In the San Fernando Valley. That's true. He still owes me money. No, I'm just kidding around. Just kidding around.
All right. Well, they come out in full support of Griffin every time he makes a final table, which he's done tonight. Here he's going to raise it with the ace-9. Makes it 200,000 to go.
And Brian behind him with a queen-jack. Likes his hand, makes the call.
Well, Adam Geyer has the suited cards you like to see flops with, but he opts to fold. Stefan out. And Joko out.
2.5-ish.
Griffin has him covered in chips slightly.
Ace-9 versus queen-jack. 2 tough young players going at it. The flop is a 10-10-7, but 2 hearts.
Yeah, no help to either player. Griffin is going to check.
Yeah, no continuation bet.
Brian checks right behind him. And now the queen comes off. It's the queen of hearts. This gives Griffin Paul the nut flush draw. Action's on him.
Yeah, but Brian there hitting top pair there with queens.
Well, Griffin's going to bet the ace-high flush draw. 330,000. Now what do you do with 2 queens?
Brian just doubled up with the aces. A few
He's
hands
going to
back.
call with the 2 queens.
Wants to keep his money. Like to win this hand. Let's take a look at the river. No, it's a 9 of hearts.
This gives Griffin the nut flush, the ace-high flush. Dream card for Griffin. What do you do with it?
And Brian with no flush, of course, just queens and 10s. Griffin from LA like to extract the most he can. Let's see the size of the bet.
Wow, that's a big bet, Vince. 875,000 into a pot that's got 1.2 million in it. The question is it too big a bet to get called with? Brian knows literally all he can beat is a bluff here with his 2 queens with 4 hearts on the board. But he makes a good laydown. So Griffin Paul picks up the pot.
And there's his family and friends. They're loving it. Griffin Paul coming back in a nice way.
My heart feels like it's been stomped on.
Think you texted the wrong number.
Sorry, new phone.
The right man will come at last.
I'm really glad I met you.
Tomorrow's showtime. So we're all going to be on top of our game.
This is the greatest con I've ever even heard of.
Get in. Ready?
Guys, I think I found a time machine. We are in the golden era of jazz.
a normal high school team.
This year, it's not how much are they going to win by. It's, are they going to win?
2021 ain't taking no prisoner. Last year, y'all dump all the listeners.
You know, one player who was truly over the moon here at the Bay 101 Shooting Star was John Ebby. John won a $9,000 VIP package, which included travel, accommodations, and an entry into this tournament. All thanks to ClubWPT.com.
This is my first WPT event, and it was amazing. I got a chance to meet Daniel Grano.
Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing? Cheers. What did you win?
The guy I've always followed.
I hope you take me out.
Okay,
yeah.
I hope it's you.
All right. Well, let's get deep, but I'll be at the final table. I'll take you out then. Okay. Sound like a plan?
Yep. Thank you. He was so nice and pleasant, and I mean, he just made me feel welcome.
Here we are with John Ebby, our ClubWPT.com qualifier. Congratulations.
VIP was not even the word. It's like, it was just amazing. People were really impressed at the table that where I came from and how I got there. I've been playing on Club WPT for 5 years. It's a nice way to practice tournament-style poker. It's a great way to learn. I can't wait to try for the next seat.
Up your game by watching past episodes and playing unlimited, risk-free poker at ClubWPT.com.
We are back here on the World Poker Tour at the Bay 101 Shooting Star, where 5 players remain. And right now, our chip leader is Adam Geyer, $9.5 million in chips.
The winner tonight getting nearly $1.3 million.
Down to the felt we go. Action on Brian Piccioli, originally from Allegheny, New York, now living in Vegas. He's 26 years old. He'll make a fold.
Adam Geyer now looks down at the ace-3 offsuit. He's the chip leader, so he can afford to play a lot of hands, including this one. He's going to raise it to $160,000. And Jelko out.
Griffin Paul from LA also won't play. So a quick pickup for Adam from Austin, Texas. 31 years old. Things going right for him tonight. There's Jonathan Little in the audience, a great player himself, rooting on his good friend.
Well, 4 of these guys going for their first WPT title. Griffin Paul going for his second.
Okay, quick fold by Adam this time, and now Stefan with ace-9. He came into the final table as the chip leader.
Yeah, he's going to raise it here, makes it $180,000 to go.
And he's in second chip position at this point. Around to Griffin, can't play that. And look at this, Brian has picked up a pair of kings.
Well, he is loving it. Right now, Brian's in 4th chip position out of the 5 players. But
he was so patient, Mike. We're on his short stack. He finally got aces, doubled up, and now he's got kings. He's got a big opportunity here.
Well, he would like to get it all in the pot before the flop if possible, but he's going to 3-bet it here to $490,000.
And now the German from Dusseldorf, Germany, 29 years old with a little decision.
Well, Stefan has played very conservative at this final table. He's made a number of raises and folded every time he gets re-raised. Will that happen again? Indeed it does.
Gets out of the way. Brian doesn't get the value as much as he'd like, but he'll take it. There's the crowd. He's got a lot of friends out here.
I've got like a core group of a couple guys that are like my best friends, you know, like Anthony Spinola, Joe Sirac. We all play a lot of these tournaments. We're always talking about all the spots that come up, kind of just trying to stay ahead of the curve. If you're just riding solo through this journey, you're gonna get in your own head too much. You gotta have friends there to keep you grounded, just bring you back to reality. It's been a roller coaster ride, like, you know, there's ups and downs, but it's good to have a good team of guys on my side.
I think I just saw Joe Sirac holding a head. What was that? Oh, what friends to have. What a group. They stay on the cutting edge of poker.
Well, Brian's right about one thing. You need players to discuss hands with, evaluate your play, etc., etc. These young guys live, breathe, eat, sleep poker 24 hours a day.
They are good. All right, on to this hand. Griffin Paul now with King 7 of diamonds.
Yeah, limps in on the button.
Brian at this point with a queen jack, not going to raise.
He also calls, and Adam going to get a free flop here, so we're going to have three-way action.
Who will get lucky? Here comes the flop. It is a 10-8-8.
Two spades. Brian's going to check his gut shot straight draw. Adam also has a good shot straight draw. He will check. And Griffin, who has nothing, he does have the best hand with the king high, though, is going to bet.
Yeah.
125,000.
He's got nothing but guts. This young 23-year-old, super aggressive, always firing, but he's going to get called by Brian.
Yeah, Brian's got the two overcards, the gut shot straight draw. He makes the call.
Adam goes out.
And a 9 comes off, and just like that, Brian has made it straight.
What a card.
It is quite a card. His opponent drawing dead, as you can see. But Brian is going to lead out. Rather than check here, with a check raise possibility, he leads out for 320,000.
Well, little does he know, Griffin really with nothing.
Well, he has an open and straight draw, Vince, but it's the weak side straight. Griffin gets away from it. So Brian is going to take down this pot, but Vince probably wishes he would have checked here to let Griffin have a shot to bluff at it.
But you got to be content. Brian taking down that pot, starting to get on a little heater as 5 players compete for the first place prize of close to $1.3 million. Who will get it here tonight?
Didn't work. I did, bro. That's my custom signature. Come on. So you want to be a shooting star next year?
Welcome back to the World Poker.
My heart feels like it's been stomped on.
I think you texted the wrong number.
Sorry, new phone.
The right man will come at last.
I'm really glad I met you.
I work my butt off today. I don't come here to
work.
Exactly. Never surrender! That is a whole new level of stupid. Shaka Khan!
We're celebrating season 21. Let's serve up the drama. Tune in to season 21 of Divorce Court.
With the Bay 101 shooting star, the 5 players remain.
There you see the chip counts. Adam Geyer out in front, 9.5 million. Stefan Schilhabo in second place with 6 million in chips. All dreaming to take down that $1.3 million first place prize.
Okay, action on Angelco. And he quickly folds his hand to the LA-based Griffin Paul WPT champ. He has a 9-10 of diamonds.
And when he covers his mouth, he's going to play the pot, which he does here. Bets 200,000.
On his left, Brian with a decent king jack.
He's on the button in position. What do you do with Kojak here? You 3-bet it to 500,000 if you're Brian.
And now Adam will lay down king 9. Stefan quickly jacks a pair of 8s. Back on Griffin.
Well, Griffin's going to make the call here, so we're going to the flop with over 1.1 million in the pot.
And the flop is a jack 6-4. 2 of them diamonds. What a flop. 4 flush for Griffin. He's going to check it. And now we know top pair, of course, for Brian.
Well, we can see fireworks here, Vince. Flush draw versus top pair. Short-handed poker.
Brian Pacholi, he ain't checking. He's going to bet this.
575,000 is the bet. Now, Griffin does have Brian covered in chip count. He wants to know how many Brian's got right now. So if he plays this pot and loses it, he will still be alive, but won't have that many chips. 500,000 or 600,000 is all.
Well, he's going to fire all in.
I call.
And Brian has made the call. So here we go. Brian out in front with the 2 jacks. Can he dodge the draw out of Griffin Pole? Griffin looking for a diamond to take the lead. He could hit 2 runners to make a straight. He could also hit a combination of 2 10s and 9s to make 2 pair to win the pot.
Oh, baby, come on. We can do it.
Griffin's dad says, come on, you can do this. All we got to do is hit a diamond.
Diamond, baby!
I saw it happen once before on the WPT. He's with the family. Is it going to be a diamond? No, 3 of hearts right there.
Well, we're down to the river. Griffin must catch a diamond on the river. Otherwise, Brian will double up again.
That's right. And almost knock out Griffin Paul. He'll be down to his last $500,000. Here we go to the river.
The 7 of clubs comes off.
No diamond.
Well, hugs and kisses all around.
Big hit for Griffin Paul right there, Mike.
Well, it really was. For him to win his 2nd WPT title tonight, he's going to come from way behind to do it, no doubt about it. He opted to gamble with the flush draw, didn't pay off. 5 left. Let's get back to the table.
Trying those suited connectors. Andes are now up to 15,000 blinds of 50 and 100. And back on Griffin, who is down to that little short stack. He's got ace queen here.
Well, Mitch, he's only got 6 big blinds.
There you go.
love picking up a hand like this when you have 6 big blinds. He has shipped it like anybody would do.
And our chip leader, Adam, with ace 9.
Well, Adam knows he would ship it with a lot less hands than ace queen. Got to think ace 9 might be the favorite against this guy. He's certainly got plenty of chips. And he is going to make this call.
Stefan out around to Angelco. He's got ace king.
All in. Then he's moved all in over the top.
Adam quickly calls it.
And he's got the worst hand of the 3.
Yeah, there's a side pot.
3-way action. 2 guys are all in. The guy with the worst hand, the chip leader, he'll be in trouble. And Jelko in great shape here. He's got ace king up against ace queen and ace 9. You couldn't ask to be in better shape for your money than that. Well, Vince, the way Adam Geyer's been running, he's been catching cards. Now can he come from behind to win a pot? We shall see.
Gets a lucky 9 on the flop. Let's see.
He's still got to dodge a king or a queen. Let's see if he can do it.
Impossible.
Adam Geyer could take out 2 players in one blow here if his hand holds up from here. He's got to dodge a king or a queen.
Going to the turn. 4th street coming up.
Well, a 6 comes off, so we are down to the river. If Adam Geyer can dodge a king or a queen here, he'll bust 2 players. We'll have 3 left just that quickly. And Vince, if it ends like this, Angelco will get the higher finishing position because he started the pot with more chips. So that means...
don't get ahead of yourself.
Well, Griffin Paul would finish in 5th, and Angelco would finish in 4th, but those guys looking to outdraw their opponent right now by catching a king or a queen. Let's see if they can do it.
All right, just burn and turn. Let's take a look.
Vince, you've heard of running good and playing good. Well, we're seeing it right now.
It's a 7.
7 comes off. Just incredible how well this guy is running and how well he is playing. And he now takes a commanding chip lead with 3 players left. Tough luck for Angelco. He had the best hand there. He could have way more than doubled up there and got right in the hunt to win this thing. But as it is, he's going to end up in 4th place. Griffin Paul is going to end up in 5th place. Those 2 are gone, Vince. Wow.
All right, they're going to pick up 231 and 331 respectively. Let's go talk to the bad beat pair.
Well, Griffin, sometimes you come up against a guy that's just running super hot. I mean, what do you have to say about Adam tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he ran well and played incredible, so there's nothing you can do when that happens.
And Jelko, you also had a very good night, but finishing 4th place, a good score.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing. Obviously came here to win and maybe lead player of the year, but it happens, that's poker.
All right, well, good job, Jelko.
Thank you.
Wow! Now that is something we don't see very often, a double elimination. Griffin Paul and Angelko Andreevich are both out. Three-handed action.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer is the quick, easy process you can trust. Instant Cash Offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy your car with no obligation. Here's how it works. Enter your vehicle ID information. Just answer a couple of questions about your car's history and condition. Receive a no-obligation offer to sell or trade it with easy steps and minutes. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car, schedule a time, and drive away with confidence. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Purina One has the inside story on your pet's health. It starts inside the gut with Purina One with new microbiome balance. Natural prebiotic nutrition promoting gut health and immune support. Purina One with new microbiome balance.
Bring what's in your mind out into the world.
We'll begin right after this.
Nomley wanted so much to avenge himself.
Did I really just win this?
It's the end of it. He has done it.
What a dramatic finish.
Taylor Parr is our champion.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. The Bay 101 shooting star continues here, but we're down to three-handed poker, Mike.
As you can see, Adam Geyer has as many chips as the other two guys put together. He is our chip leader with 3 left.
Well, we have a record-breaking 753 entries in this event. The winner's going to take home close to $1.3 million. And we have a quick fold by Adam Geyer. And now, Stefan from Dusseldorf has a queen 6 of spades, and he'll raise. Makes it 225 to go. Into Brian, who once again gets the king jack.
Well, we've seen him 3-bet with it before at this final table. What's he going to do here?
It's been a lucky hand for him so far this evening.
Just going to call.
Queen 6 versus king jack.
Now flop ace 4-3, no help to either player. Brian checks the king high. Will Stefan make the continuation bet? Indeed he's going to. So this will put some pressure on Brian as to what to do here.
Yeah, he's going to bet 135.
Well, that's not a big bet into a pot that's got 495,000 in it. But still, it's not just this bet you may have to face before this hand is over.
Oh, but Brian likes his lucky king jack. He's going to make the call.
Well, nice call so far by Brian.
That's the complete discomfort of the German. And the turn card is an 8 of clubs. Changes nothing.
Brian's going to check. Will Stefan fire another shell? Nope, he quickly checks right behind him.
River card. Pairs the board with the 4. Brian out in front with the king high. He's going to. They both check.
Brian going to win the pot with king high. So well done by Brian, much to the delight of his fans up there.
He is taking down pots with king jack, king high. That's the way to play poker.
To emerge victorious, tonight's champion will have to be on top of their game, much like Hublot, the official timekeeper and watch of the World Poker Tour. Hublot has revolutionized the world of watchmaking with innovation, bringing an age-old tradition into the future. Their art of fusion philosophy is clearly demonstrated in the design, movements, materials, and manufacture of each individual timepiece. To honor their achievement, tonight's champion will not only take home $1.3 million, but also be awarded a spectacular Hublot watch to mark their place in time in WPT history. We'll have to wait to see who that'll be, so let's get back to the action.
Well, Vince, we know all the WPT champions that have won Hublot watches rave about them.
Yeah, what an amazing timepiece. And right now we are watching 3 amazing players battle for this championship and quick folds by Stefan. And now Brian with an attractive ace-jack.
Well, he's in the small blind.
He is starting to rush very nicely. He was very tight in the beginning, being on the short stack, and now he's starting to make it happen. He's going to raise to 325.
Adam in the big blind has the big chip lead. King 4. What do you do now?
Everything's gone so beautifully for Adam so far tonight. He's going to lay this down, so Brian's going to take down another one. Brian Paccioli coming back in a big way. We're coming back as well here on the World Poker Tour. Stay with us.
Log on to Play WPT for some serious fun.
Uh-oh, the magic's disappearing. Sing along to help me fix it. Hearts, stars, and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, unicorns, rainbows, and tasty red balloons. Grab your lucky charms and keep singing.
What keeps me vital? Time to reflect is vital. Breath is vital. Beyond that, it's vital proteins. Every moment is vital because you are vital.
Purina One has the inside story on your pet's health. It starts inside the gut with Purina One with new microbiome balance. Natural prebiotic nutrition promoting gut health and immune support. Purina One with new microbiome balance.
My heart feels like it's been stomped on.
Think you texted the wrong number.
Sorry, new phone.
The right man will come at last.
I'm really glad I met you.
At ClubWPT.com, you can play for a share of $100,000 worth of cash and prizes every month. So we don't need to make this spot too flashy.
Not at all. We don't need to. But
ClubWPT.com. Never lose a dime playing poker, guaranteed.
When it comes to calling it like he sees it, Tony Dunstey is all in. And right now he's ready to give it to us straight in the raw deal.
If you've been watching poker in recent years, then you've likely noticed that bet sizing has come down. Both pre and post flop, players are regularly using these small bets for a variety of purposes. So are they using correct strategy or just being cheap? Let's break it down. We'll use a hand from the last episode as an example. Griffin Paul raises ace-10 suited, and Adam Geyer surprisingly re-raises from the big blind. I say it's surprising because King Jack is a hand many pros call with from the big blind, but perhaps Adam believes there's more value in pressuring Griffin while there's two short stacks on the table. Griffin calls and we see a flop of King 10-7 that hits both players. Adam follows through with a bet that's smaller than his pre-flop raise, a sizing that's become standard in 3-bet pots when the blinds are high, because a small bet relative to the pot can still be a large bet relative to your opponent's stack. Griffin calls the flop, and the action is checked to him when a third diamond lands on the turn. Now Griffin makes a small bet of his own for about 1/3 pot. I think Griffin's intention is to get value from hands he beats and block weak draws from getting a free river. Adam calls on the turn and makes top 2 pair on the river. He then decides to make the third small bet of the hand and leads out for 1/4 pot. And if Adam believes he is unlikely to get bluff raised on the river, then his lead allows him to get value from hands that would have checked behind. So remember, there are plenty of spots in tournaments where betting small is superior to betting large. Betting small doesn't mean you're being cheap. It may just mean you're trying to get paid.
Well, betting big, betting small. All I know, Vince, is someone's getting paid $1.3 million tonight, and so far it's looking like Adam Geyer. He's way out in front with $11.5 million.
How about Tony Dunst throwing around his cash like that? That's crazy, Tony. Let's get back to the table here, where the blinds are 50 and 100. Action to the chip leader, Adam, from Austin, Texas, with an 8-5. He doesn't care. Makes it 200,000 to go. Stefan out.
Over to Brian, who's got King 9. Now, short-handed poker, you got to widen your range of playing hands. These guys are sure doing it. There you see, raise with the 8 high, call with the King high.
Two-way action here. Let's see who will get lucky. Ace, queen, 5 on the flop. Adam getting a little piece of that with the 5s. That's it.
Action's on Brian. He checks. No free cards. And Adam is reaching for betting chips. And he is going to bet $200,000. Enough to get the job done as Brian goes away.
Adam Geyer extending the chip lead.
Vince, the guy is playing well and running well.
Cash game player, plays a few tournaments, loves the Bay 101.
He's going to love it more after tonight.
He's made over $1.7 million in worldwide earnings. It's just phenomenal.
Likes to play basketball as a hobby. Says he plays on the Commerce basketball team, the unofficial Commerce team. Also likes to juggle.
Hey, babe.
Wow.
Right now, he's juggling a lot of chips, trying to get to the winner's circle.
Why did I know that was coming?
What did you mean by last night of work before your surgery?
All right, back to this hand.
You know me better than your wife, that's the reason.
Don't you work on Tuesday and Wednesday?
Brian's going to raise it here with the Jack 10 of spade, $325,000.
Adam will peak down at just a 9-10.
All right, Mr. Know-It-All, what's coming here?
A call.
There you go.
All right, going to the flop, ace-6 deuce on the flop.
Well, no help to either player. Let's see what Brian does here. Now the question is, do you make a continuation bet against the chip leader?
He's going to make the continuation bet. Looks like $300,000. Can he push out Adam? There's absolutely nothing. Zip and pip. Adam has to fold that mess of a hand. So Brian Pacholi, rising from the ashes, taking down that pot. He's starting to get some momentum.
Well, just to look at the Wonder Cam.
No, he's up there.
An 8 and a 7 come up, 2 runners.
Ooh, I wonder what those were.
Wouldn't have mattered for me.
Well, it would have mattered, Adam. You'd have hit 2 runners to make it straight. Your run good would have continued. Geyer just can't lose tonight. Doesn't look like it.
And that will end our second hour of coverage from San Jose, California. Be sure to join us next time when we crown a champion at the Bay 101 Shooting Star. For Mike Sexton, Vince Van Patten, Tony Unst, Matt Savage, the Royal Flush Girls, and everyone at the World Poker Tour, I'm Lynn Gilmartin. See you next time on the WPT.
I don't understand what this is.
Uh-oh, the magic's disappearing. Sing along to help me fix it. Hearts, stars, and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, unicorns, rainbows, and tasty red balloons. Grab your lucky charms and keep singing.
Get Verizon Business Unlimited from the network businesses rely on, like Manny. Event planning with our best plan ever.
Yeah, that's what I do.
With 5G ultra wideband in many more cities, you get up to 10 times the speed at no extra cost. Plus unlimited premium data and hotspot data to keep the signal flowing and your teams going. You made that look easy, Manny.
Like I said, it's what I do.
Come in or book an appointment with a Verizon business expert to find the right plan for your team. Get Verizon Business Unlimited from the network businesses rely on.
What keeps me vital? Time to reflect is vital. Breath is vital. Beyond that, it's vital proteins. Every moment is vital because you are vital.
The World Poker Tour is sponsored by ClubWPT.com. Never lose a dime playing poker, guaranteed.
Tonight, there will be a champion at the Bay 101 Shooting Star.
Feel like $1 million.
Vince, you've heard of running good and playing good? Well, we're seeing it right now.
In San Jose, the stars will align as we are ready to crown a champion in the electrifying conclusion of the Bay 101 Shooting Star. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the World Poker Tour. I'm Lynn Gilmartin. The Season 14 Bay 101 Shooting Star has delivered non-stop action, and there is no signs of it slowing down now. But before the battle for WPT glory continues, we turn to Mike Sexton and Vince Van Patten to get their thoughts on the remaining players.
Well, Len, we've seen some amazing action at this final table so far. Truthfully, it's just been the Adam Geyer show. The guy started with $2 million in chips. Now he's got over $11 million. He's got 50% of the chips in play with 3 players left. He's playing good. He's running good. The question is, can he continue it and cross the finish line with the cash and the trophy?
Well, Mike, you're right, but the bounties have busted out once again at Bay 101. The carnage continues. To see 2 players get knocked out on the same hand, that's always exciting, except for those 2 players. We're down to 3. This is going to be a great time.
Thanks, guys. So who will walk out of Bay 101 nearly $1.3 million richer? Players ready to resume, so let's check the chip counts and get back to the action.
There you see the chip count brought to you by ClubWPT.com. Adam Geyer well out in front, 11.5 million. That's what they're playing for tonight. The winner taking home nearly $1.3 million.
The antes at this point, 15,000. The lines 50 and 100. We started out this event with 753 entries, record-breaking. We're down to these 3. Let's go to the felt. Brian Piccioli with ace-4 spades, got a raise. Makes it 250 to go. Adam out and Stefan out. So a quick pickup for Brian Piccioli out of Vegas.
Yeah, Brian's 26 years old, been playing poker for 10 years. Has $1 million in live tournament winnings. His biggest cash, $221,000. He's going to shatter that number wherever he finishes tonight. All right, back to the action. Adam on the button, going to raise with a Jack-6 offsuit. This is the power of chips and what it's like to be a bully, Vince, at the table.
It certainly is. He deserves it. Playing well, running well. So Stefan goes out, and Brian with a King-4 spades.
Yep, going to make the call here. Just won the last pot with the ace-4 spade, so why not play the King-4? Now flop comes ace-jack-8. Good flop for Adam there as he's flopped 2 jacks. Brian is checked.
Yeah, Brian hits nothing there. Adam with a piece of that. And he will continue to bet. 200,000, a quick ejection by Brian.
Thank you.
And Adam with Jonathan Little and his many buddies in the audience. This could be his night.
Poker really started off just as like a game of camaraderie because everyone drinks and makes fun of each other, and you know, like 12, 15 years later, still the same thing. And I play basketball now on a team with other poker players in LA. Isaac Barron's on, he's the team captain this year. He makes lots of threes, surprised he's very good. And then there's Jesse Yaginuma and a couple other guys, sure I'm forgetting. We're always huffing and puffing, and usually everyone's bailing for poker stuff. But it's enjoyable, and I think some of the guys will be here.
Now, Vince, there's a basketball court right next door here to Bay 101.
Yeah.
You're a hooper yourself.
Yeah.
Can you get him over there? Can you take him?
Well, I know we've been having fun all week. We go over there, and they play it 24 hours. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, they're playing basketball.
Love it.
You can sweat out all your losses. It's a great thing.
All right, Stefan on the button here, going to raise with 8-7 of clubs. Stefan lives in Brighton, England now. He's from Germany originally.
Yeah, he's still a student. And, you know, he says he's very confident playing against American players because he believes that the European players actually have an edge.
Now, see how he likes this 3-bet here with his 8 high. Brian, he has 3-bet the pot to $725,000. That's a $500,000 raise. Adam has the ace-deuce of hearts, but it's been raised and re-raised in front of him, so he jettisons his hand. Stefan quickly calls 500,000 more with just 8 high.
All right, big pot here. Queen Jack versus 7-8, and the flop is, oh my goodness, 7-7 king.
What a flop for Stefan. He's flopped 3 sevens, the slot machine. Action's on Brian. 3-bet before the flop, so certainly he's going to bet here.
Yeah, continuation bet, donation I should say, $450.
Now, Vince, I believe you should raise here with 3 sevens. That's because of the texture of the board. If you call here, the guy's going to shut down knowing you get at least 2 kings, maybe 3 sevens, but if you raise, he doesn't know if you're stealing the pot. He may have a pair of 4s or 5s where you give him a free card to hit to beat you.
He's not going to do that. He is just smooth calling. Doing a little acting job to go along with it. 9 of spades on the turn, changes nothing.
Well, it gives Brian a good shot straight draw, but he's going to check. But he's always going to check when you call him on that flop. Unless he's got kings or better.
And Stefan now getting those chips out.
And it's a lot of chips, Vince. Over $1 million.
1,075,000.
1,075,000. Well, no way Brian's going to draw to a gut shot in that situation. Throws his hand away. So Stefan taking down that pot.
Stefan, it's actually only his third WPT event, his first final table, of course.
Well, he came to this final table with a huge chip lead, Vince. He actually had 145 big blinds starting this final table. That is massive. So rare anybody has 100 big blinds starting at a final table.
Well, that is true. Now back to the table. Brian now, with the button, has picked up a pair of tens, a quality hand, especially in a three-handed poker game. Got to make the move. Makes it 250 to go. And Adam, let's take a look at his cards. He's got a decent ace-4.
650.
Uh-oh. He's going to 3-bet it to 650,000.
Yeah, he just doesn't believe Brian, just thinking that he has nothing and he can muscle him out. And Stefan goes away.
Many times guys are just making a button raise. In this case, Brian's got a real hand. So we know he's going to play. The question is, does he call or re-raise here?
Brian says he loves electronic dance music. Recently started DJing. And right now, with this hand, how to play it.
I think he's going to do a lot of dancing here, Vince.
All in?
There you
go.
go.
There it is. That's as Watucci as you can get right there. All in with the 2 tens. Adam quickly goes out. So Brian takes down that pot.
Yeah, Adam with a little misstep. Just figured this guy's messing around. I'm going to punish him. But he was the man that got punished instead.
Brian finished 8th earlier this season at our WPT event in Montreal.
Quick fold by Brian. And now Adam will take a look at a king-jack.
And that's a nice hand against a big blind. So Adam is going to raise it to 300,000.
And Stefan with an awful 8-4, but he's got a little money in there.
Do you defend with this hand or just give it up and go to the next pot? He's going to give it up. Wise decision. Adam stacks more chips. 3 players left fighting it out for this title. 26-year-old, a 29-year-old, and a 31-year-old looking to take down their first WPT title, garner that beautiful Hublot watch, and get their name engraved on the WPT Champions Cup. Oh yeah, there's 1.3 million. It goes to the winner as well.
All right, well, we got a fold. And now Brian has an ace-7, likes that. He's going to raise to 350. Only one to beat is the German, and he quickly folds his hand.
We have to take a short break, but there is more action to come from Bay 101. Plus, the Royal Flush Girls play their rush, and Tony Dunst breaks it down when the WPT returns.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by Hublot, the official watch of the World Poker Tour.
Get business internet from Verizon, the network businesses rely on. Ditch cable and switch to Verizon Business Internet with fast, reliable solutions nationwide. Izzy's got the connection she needs for her growing design studio.
Oh, it's fast.
And Ray got internet solutions to cover all her locations. No more cable, Ray.
Thank you.
And Nate and Nora's Flower Shop save big by bundling with their Business Unlimited phone plan. Find the perfect solution for your business with fast, reliable internet nationwide. From Verizon, the network businesses rely on.
Tens of thousands of dollars worth of bugs were stolen from a bug museum.
In my experience, it's usually an inside job.
Someone tried to hack the Pentagon.
We're gonna change the world. I have to stop this. You keep asking questions, I'll kill you.
This tournament was all about shooting stars, but let's take a moment to meet a newcomer, Ryan McDonald, who received the star treatment in Vegas when he qualified for the WPT 500 by playing on ClubWPT.com.
Hey, I'm Ryan McDonald from New York City. I qualified for the WPT 500 on ClubWPT.com. Club WPT paid for my hotel here. They paid for my buy-in. We just registered. We got our pool party pass. We're ready to go. Super excited about the tournament tomorrow. I got to meet a whole bunch of Royal Flush girls, and the party's great here at the pool. I've been on ClubWPT.com for about 4 years now. I love it. I play pretty much every day on there. Finished in 161st place for a total of $2,800. Get on ClubWPT.com, play as many tournaments as you can.
Yeah, Ryan got in the game, and you can too. Sign up on ClubWPT.com to watch past episodes and play for a chance to win a seat and be our next VIP at a live WPT event.
3 players left fighting it out for this title. $1.3 million to the winner. Right now, it's Adam Geyer up top. $11.1 million.
Record-breaking field this year. 753 entries. We're down to these 3 players. Here we go. Action on the button. That is Stefan Schilhabel from Dusseldorf, and he's going to quickly fold the hand. Brian Piccioli out of Vegas with an attractive queen, 9 of diamonds.
And he's going to raise out of the small blind here. Makes it $325,000 to go.
Adam with an ace-9.
Well, he's going to make the call. Doesn't 3-bet. So we're going to have a flop. Well, the flop is 10-9-3 with 2 spades.
Uh-oh, they both have 9s. And, of course, Adam with the big kicker of an ace.
He's also got the key card, the ace of spade, but Brian checks the 2 9s on the flop. A little surprised about that after raising pre-flop.
Yeah, no continuation bet. He checks. Does he sense something's up? Nevertheless, Adam gonna bet with his superior hand at this point. 225.
Brian is gonna make the call.
Turn card, 5 of hearts, changes nothing.
Action back on Brian. He's going to check again. And Adam also checks. I'm bewildered by that check, Vince. I mean, your opponent could be drawing at a straight or a flush, and there that card comes up, the 6 of spade. Now that one might freeze you, but the 5 of hearts should be green lighting for betting, in my opinion.
9.
Well, it goes check, check. Now Adam's going to win the pot with his 2 9s and ace kicker, but I believe he left some value on the table by checking on the turn there.
Adam Geyer, nevertheless, taking down that pot.
I had a queen.
He's a WPT grinder for years, and he's made close to 1.7 in total earnings. Very impressive. All right, the antes are up to 20,000. Blinds are 60, 120. Action on Adam. He's got ace-3 of hearts.
240.
He'll go to 240. But right behind him, Stefan has ace-queen. Came into this as the chip leader, played very conservative, and now he's opening up his game somewhat. And he'll raise here. 735 total. Brian with a king-queen.
Brian's in the big blind. He's on the short stack.